Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Mark, and that's your host, Jeff.
Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing, buddy?
Yep, it's another great day here in the House of Draft. How you doing?
Ooh, in the house of what it was, a house of movie. Is that one I live in? It's pretty good.
Yeah, you're in
You know.
you're in the movie house.
I'm in the house of movie.
House of movie.
Yes.
Anyways, Jeff, tell them what the theme is this month and what we watched this week.
Well, the theme this month is duologies, which is movies in two different movies.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yep.
You get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
one
this
movie
movie after
watched,
another.
Yes, from the same series, but not connected. Like you can watch them independently. Is kind of my thinking. Anyway, we watched Paddington from 2014. It's rated runs for an hour and 35 minutes. Mwah, beautiful, just right in the sweet spot. It's directed by Paul King, and it stars Hugh Bonneville, Sally Hawkins, Julie Walters, Tim Downey. Where is the voice of Paddington? Ben Whishaw, Michael Gambon, Imelda Staunton.
You're just making up names at this point, but
no, I am not. These are Nicole Kidman. That's the one I made up. Yeah, and the log line here from IMDb says a young Peruvian bear travels to London in search of a home. Finding himself lost and alone at Paddington Station, he meets a kindly brown family who offer him a temporary haven.
Yep. So
you should mention Brown is the name of the family.
Yes.
IMDb is not being racist here.
So you had never seen this one?
Nope. I've never seen either of them. And as I think I've mentioned before, the main appeal is our viewing of Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent and how much they love Paddington 2. So I want to watch Paddington 2. But to do that, I should probably watch Paddington 1 first.
Yeah. I'd seen this. I forget. I mean, I didn't go to the theaters to see it, but probably shortly after it came out. Maybe it first came to streaming, and I watched it. It's kind of your classic fish out of water story, right? A little bit more emotional heft, I think, to it. I mean, it's established almost immediately that we are supposed to sympathize with Paddington here. It's because he suffers a great loss within the first 2 minutes of the movie, and
so is his uncle dead?
Yes,
I guess so, because he doesn't. They don't really say. I guess maybe for the children.
Right? Maybe he comes back in Paddington too. I don't know. But I think it's meant to imply that yes, his uncle dies in this flood that happens in Peru, or was it an earthquake? It was a flood, right?
Tsunami?
Maybe. I mean, it could have been an earthquake and a flood.
It's not like I just watched this movie a couple days ago.
No, it's just there's this, and I forget how, but like he wants to go to London because his uncle said London was where that was the place to be.
No, because of the explorer from London says that boy, we really didn't pay attention, did we? London is where there's an explorer that's there. He meets the bears, and the bears learn to talk from him.
Yep.
I guess.
Yep, I remember that. I remember the montage.
And then the marmalade, like marmalade's a big part, which is.
Are you an orange or lady marmalade type of guy?
Neither really. I don't marmalade very much. To be honest, I'm more of a. Give me a good old fashioned Smucker's grape.
Okay, I got you. You're
the
into
one that's not made out of fruit. The one that's just jelly, like
it's got all the preservatives in it. Give you that one.
Give me that one.
My grandfather used to eat or have marmalade on his toast, and I tried it.
Yeah.
It was like orange marmalade, and I tried it. I don't know if there's other types of marmalade, but I tried it and I was like, what is this chewy stuff? He's like, oh, that's orange. And I was like, the fuck?
But it's like the rind, right?
Yeah,
like
yes. It's weird.
That's what throws me off. It's
weird.
like too much bitterness. Like I like orange.
Yeah. It's
orange.
It's the consistency's weird. It's not for me. Marmalade's not for me, but
it's for bears.
Clearly it's for Paddington.
It's for bears. Like one sandwich or whatever will give them enough calories to last the day.
Anyways, Paddington gets to he goes in search of the explorer that his family knew, and meets a family that adopts him. And for the longest time watching this movie, and I was like, hey, that's Colin Firth. It's not Colin Firth. It's
yeah. They look nothing alike.
I mean, Hugh Bonneville in this movie.
They do. He does not look like Colin Firth in any way, unless you're thinking of someone other than Colin Firth.
For sure, I was thinking of Colin Firth, him of British descent, and I was like,
no.
I was like, that's a good pool. They got Colin Firth to be in this animated,
I can't
half
get behind
animated
this.
Anyways, I'm just letting you know that for half the movie, I thought this was Colin Firth as the patriarch of the family, playing Mr. Henry Brown. But then I discovered it's not Colin Firth because there's like a sequence in the movie, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not Colin Firth, because it was like real up close on his face. But he's got brown hair in this movie. Colin Firth's got brown hair.
He did. I swear this dude had gray hair.
In the
like
movie?
Brownish gray. The dad, right?
Yeah,
we're talking about the dad?
We're talking about the dad.
He didn't look anything like Colin Firth. I can't remember if the hair color. I envisioned it much grayer, or maybe like because Colin Firth to me has like a black kind of. He's like a darker color hair.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
We're talking about King's Speech.
Yes,
Colin Firth.
King's Speech. Colin Firth.
Oh my God! All right.
I mean,
post in the comments.
Yeah.
Do you think this dude looks like Colin Firth?
I mean, Colin Firth's IMDb picture makes him look like a young, dapper man. And he did not look like that in this movie. And so
because he's not in the movie. I think that's the big problem here. Like when I pull up a picture of Hugh Bonneville, he's a man with graying hair, which I'm sure Colin Firth has gray, but he's like got a dark. I've seen several Colin Firth movies.
Colin Firth. I too have seen. I too am a Colin Firth fan. Maybe not quite the fan you are, because I clearly did not know what he looked like.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But anyways, no, I mean
Colin Firth month coming soon, just so we can nail this down for you.
I will say and obviously this is clearly a child's film.
Hold up. Just put that to the side.
Okay.
That's not how we're reviewing this.
Okay.
How did you feel watching?
No,
Paddington?
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's
we're all kids on the inside.
Yes,
we never really grow up. We're told we need to, but we shouldn't, and we don't. There's still a little kid living deep down inside, which is why I cry every time I watch Homeward Bound.
Oh, that's a good call. No, too. I am a kid. I just picked up the hobby of Legos. Yeah, it's an expensive hobby, but it's a hobby nonetheless.
I have a friend you should talk to who he was big into Lego, right?
Yeah.
But he had so many other hobbies, and he just kind of decided he's like, I gotta pick one.
Yeah.
And so he picked one of his other hobbies, and so he had this huge stack of Lego, and he's like, and apparently it's like almost like stocks now, except more consistently going up in value.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll sell it. He got like $60K.
Yeah, it's wild.
Insane.
It's wild.
Insane.
I spent an exorbitant amount of money on the because I got Lego made a OG Game Boy.
Oh yeah,
figure.
I saw that one.
Right. So I got that one and I enjoyed it. It was only like 600 pieces or whatever. But I enjoyed it. And it's a display piece. And most Legos, all Legos are a display piece. But I was like, man, I really enjoyed that. I want to get more. And so I started researching Legos and what the different, models are and all this stuff. And so I saw that they have um, the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Stupid expensive. Completely.
Just look up any of the Star Wars ones.
Yeah,
Like, get yourself a Death Star or a Millennium Falcon. It's like 6-7 grand.
Yeah, completely ridiculous money. But it was like, it's like 3,500 pieces or something, and it's like this humongous thing, and I'm like, that's cool. So I got it.
Nice.
And
have you put it together yet?
I'm doing it day by day. I'm taking it's got like 30 bags of Lego, like 30 individual bags of Legos.
There's no rush.
Right, there's no rush, and so I'm taking like a couple bags a day. But the idea is that I'm going to display it here in the draft room.
Ooh, in the house of draft.
Yeah.
Oh.
With
that's cool.
With the movie poster. I got the movie poster. I got a frame.
Don't move Littlefoot.
No.
Littlefoot needs to remain.
Yeah,
where
Littlefoot's not there. Hey, you haven't been here in a while. We gotta get.
Wait, you moved Littlefoot?
No, I haven't. But I'm saying you haven't been in the house of draft in a minute, so we got to get back together.
I need to set that up.
Yeah.
Maybe based on your next theme. Maybe if we find like a good movie.
So anyway, I too know about the inner child, is because when I'm building these Lego things, I'm like, man, I used to be really into this shit. Like Lego wasn't what it is now.
Right.
But I remember having this tub of Legos and just building, using my imagination to build whatever. I build houses, I build, things, I don't know. Anyways, so Paddington, let's tie it back to the movie.
Around.
Yeah.
Nice work.
So Paddington is a movie that is, it's marketed for children, kids, but it does have some themes of some adult themes. I would say it is adult themes, where that it touches on a little bit of like acceptance. It touches on acceptance. That's a theme in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It touches on grief. That's a theme of this movie, and like while children may not understand that, there might be some relation there that some kids watching this can feel. And it being an hour and 30 minutes long, I mean, this movie breezes by. Like there's
it is such a breath of fresh air after the last two films. Now I know you weren't as down on 2049 as I was, but the Blade Runner series was such a downer for me, and this I sat down and was just ready to relax and enjoy whatever story or adventure Paddington was going to go through. So I was in prime territory for this to work for me.
Yeah. And largely the movie works.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I think Paddington and Ben Whishaw as the voice actor, just while his voice acting's great, like I'm not taking anything away from him, but the animation team just smashed it. Like to take a bear, have it emote in a human way without looking ridiculous and still be very much a bear, and his big sad eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's lonely and you just want to help him. Have you heard of Punch the Monkey?
Yes, I've seen Punch the Monkey, and I want to punch all of the other monkeys that are
what a bunch
picking.
Of dicks those.
I hate those fucking monkeys.
Yeah, so if you haven't and you're listening to this, which you probably have by now, just throw Punch the Monkey into YouTube. No monkeys get punched. That's the name of a monkey, and he has a little teddy bear, but it's an orangutan, and he drags it around, and he's about the most adorable shit you've ever seen. But there's the human nature in us to want to protect, at least those of us that are good humans, will to protect those that are in a hurting place, less fortunate, those that are in need or not able to protect themselves. We hopefully have like a natural need to be like, oh, I wish I could do something for them. And that's what this movie does with Paddington. Now, fortunately, like Paddington seems to be like a really good head on his shoulders. Like even when shit is bad, he just kind of is like gonna figure it out. Like even when he's at the train station looking for a home, because he's got this assumption he's gonna get to London, and you just find a home. It's real easy. He's not able to, and so he's at the train station. He's like, I just figure I'll sleep on the bench. Like even though things aren't going great, he never really gets too down on himself. Like he's always looking for the next solution, and he kind of keeps pushing forward. Even when he leaves the Browns' house late in the movie, he's still pursuing a goal, and he doesn't ever kind of allow the bad things that happen to him to keep him from living. And I think that's what's really encouraging about the character. It's also, and I wrote on my letterbox review, I was like, we live in a pretty shitty world. And it's nice that there's a character in this movie that is just good.
Yeah.
Like he makes mistakes and he's not perfect. But his intentionality is always for the best and is kind and looking out for people. And then at the same time, Paddington has no interest in leeching off of the Browns, right? He very much wants to be contributing and part of the family. Hey, it's a great character. And I really enjoyed Paddington.
Yeah.
And the performances, really all the performances of the family, especially the mom. I thought Sally Hawkins was great. Hugh Bonneville's good, kind of formulaic character. Like I think we've all seen, maybe it's Beethoven, like in Beethoven with the dog, and the dad is always the hard-hearted one that eventually comes around. But I think Sally Hawkins is quite delightful fodder. Maybe that's the wrong term, but playing alongside Paddington as a friend, really good.
She's so Sally Hawkins' character is the kind of this, I don't want to say stereotypical, but
she's from The Shape of Water.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. Yeah,
she's Oscar-winning Sally Hawkins.
Fantastic actress. And just didn't like Shape of Water.
Hit the back catalog. But her character is she's on the emotional side of the family, right? She clearly sees that Paddington, the character, needs somebody, needs a family, needs, this emotional support that he's going through. And so she's somebody that wants to offer that. She's very much the quintessential mom of the family. And I mean, she is, but like her emotions
literally is
right. Her emotions for Paddington, you root for her in the belief that they should take care of Paddington and he should be in the house and all this. Whereas Hugh Bonneville's character is on the staunch opposition, and that's the arc of what's his face, Henry Brown in this movie. His character arc is that he comes around to wanting Paddington in the house and part of the family. And I thought that, and when you say that, like, Paddington never gets caught up in what he wants to do, or he doesn't get bogged.
Right.
He doesn't get bogged down and right. And so, like,
and even if he does get discouraged, he's like pushing through.
Yeah, and a key element of the film is when Henry Brown is overheard by Paddington telling Sally Hawkins' character that they need to get rid of him. And
he doesn't take, like, I mean, I think offense isn't the right word, but he's obviously hurt.
Yeah.
But he also is like, oh, I don't want to be a burden.
Right. I need to get my stuff and I need to go. And that's what he does. He quietly packs up his things and he leaves. And I think that's kind of like, and you put it, I mean, how you just put it is correct, is that he doesn't allow these things that are around him to distract him from getting to the purpose of why he's there, and that's to find the this explorer. And so, I the only really part of this movie I didn't like was Nicole Kidman's.
I agree,
and I just thought she was wasted. I don't think she plays a good villain, and in most of the films that I've seen her,
I think she can play a good villain.
I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen enough of her as a villain. I know
that's fair.
There was one scary movie that she was a villain in.
Count.
But
oh wait, was it a movie? Was it one of the scary movies? Or
no,
a movie that was scary.
It was a movie that was supposed to be scary that she was the villain in. But I don't think that she's done enough as a villain. Maybe she took this role as a, kind of left, hey, I'm going to go a different direction with this because I typically play the main actress in a movie, and maybe that's why, she's here. But I did not like her character, and I didn't like her performance.
Yeah, so I think the big thing with the character, because I think her performance is okay in a movie where all the performances are great. And so it definitely, I don't think she nails in the way that Paddington is just good. She is a character that is just bad. Yeah. And so there isn't any nuance to her. And while for Paddington, there is still nuance because he's naive and kind of wide-eyed, that gives you a human quality. She is just evil. And so there's no, she's Cruella de Vil. There's no redeeming value there. And then you consider the fact that her dad was kind and good, and somehow she turned out evil.
Right.
And it could have helped, and it would have made the movie longer, but to see why, her dad didn't make them $1 billion or whatever, and that's why she turned mad. But I think that there needs to be some showing of what happened in her life where she valued money more than family. Because you're right. I think that the villain is the weakest part. I don't even know if we needed a villain.
We did.
I think
100%
Paddington just learning to be a part of the family is good enough of a conflict. It leads to this sort of end where they're almost like doing a heist to get Paddington out, which is fine. But I think the best parts of the movie are the emotional beats, are the fish out of water segments. So I actually was kind of disappointed when they introduced her and that all she was going to do was literally stuff him, do taxidermy on him and put him in a glass case, which seems like, even in this world, like a dumb idea, because you have a talking fucking bear.
Right.
And you're going to kill it and stuff it.
And it
doesn't make sense.
And it's an adolescent bear.
Yeah, so her motivations didn't make sense to me. It felt like she was devoid of development, and but that did result in a brisk runtime, and the characters that I think mattered worked the best. So I fully agree. I just I don't know that I needed a villain. I was kind of, it's one of those things like, I don't know if you've ever watched a comedy, and then about right when you hit the third act, things kind of get serious.
Yeah.
And it kind of takes me out of it. I'm like, oh, we're not going to be funny the rest of the way. And I can't think of an example off top, but I've seen several movies where it's like, oh, here we go. Here's the sad part. And I feel like they could take that out and just make the arc a little bit lighter. I think they could have chosen a different path for this. But it doesn't derail the movie.
Correct. Right. When we say we didn't need a villain, having the villain doesn't make the movie worse. It just kind of makes it plateau a bit. And and I think if Nicole Kidman's character hadn't been in this movie, they could have made the government the bad guy for not trying to stop the family from having a bear in the house, right? And I think that probably
That's true. You could have done a court thing.
Yeah.
And and then Paddington wows everyone at the court hearing.
Yeah.
And there's an argument whether a bear should be allowed to.
And we've seen those movies, right? But we've seen this movie too. I mean, it's obviously we haven't seen it with a talking bear, but this fish out of water, this, hey, we want this thing to be part of the family. I mean, that's kind of, this trope is kind of played out, over film, but it's the fact that the voice acting is so great with Ben Whishaw. The characters and the actors playing the characters around Paddington are so great, and the fact that Paddington is this kind of true North character, and it's like, we don't always get movies where
we want.
we don't always get the main character being this kind of infallible thing, right? Usually when we get a protagonist, they go through something that makes them waver and question and all this, and Paddington never does that in this film. And I think that's rare in movies, is because very rarely do you get this true North character that, regardless of what's happening around him, he's always going to be on that path of, hey, I know it's right and wrong. I know, I'm not going to be unethical. I'm not going to, be compromised in any sort of way. I'm just going to continue on. And I think that why this movie works for me is that, the movie allows Paddington to always be Paddington, and it never introduces anything. And like, even as he goes to Nicole Kidman's house and he's expecting to meet the Explorer, and we learn that Nicole Kidman's the daughter of the Explorer and all this, he's always wondering, like, hey, I never thought he got scared in this film, right?
It was the point where she turns around and says, "I'm going to stuff you," and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I mean, right, yeah. So, but like up to that point, like he's having all of these things go on around him, happen to him, and I never thought like he was afraid. He was always this character that is a kind of perfect if you think about it. Obviously,
but not too perfect, right?
He's childlike, but
he's not Superman, where everything's great and everything's good. I think what helps, since he is like you put it, a true North, is that he is naive.
Yeah,
and so that helps us and he's emotional too, right? It's not. He knows exactly what to do in every situation, so. He's not perfect, but from a goodness standpoint, he kind of is, right? He's a chaotic good, to use a D&D term. So I think that helps us really sympathize and lock into the character better.
Yeah. I just, these types of characters only work in kind of these environments where there's really no, this bad guy is trying to get Paddington, but Paddington's unaware up until, the last sequence of the movie. And so it never impacts the movie, these, people, this conflict, right? And the conflict never weighs over the movie. And it's just kind of always there. And I think, having this type of character where he is just experiencing everything that this world has to offer, and nothing is, like, things don't go his way, but he never gets bothered by it. He never thinks about giving up or, just, I guess,
No,
maybe
I think you're right on.
no, I just think he never he's always experiencing these new things, and like, when the family comes home and after the house is destroyed, because of this conflict, and the dad gets mad and leads to him leaving the house. Like, he never, like, that never is a overwhelming burden on the movie. And it's because then it allows Paddington to experience more new things. And so, I just, for an hour, 30-minute movie, it's almost a perfect movie.
I want to point out too, Michael Gambon plays Uncle Pastuzo, the Uncle Bear, who is mostly second Dumbledore. He's the one. How did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? That one. But also, so it's interesting because Paddington is not an American property. I'm sure it's got some popularity here, but on a budget of $55 million, made 76 in the U.S. and Canada, but overseas it made over 250 million. So definitely that market kept it afloat.
Oh, I mean, there's a reason why there's 3 of them.
Right.
I mean, this is a very beloved property, and always, because it's, the poster for this movie says producers from Harry Potter, and the director here has directed other British properties, and so, like, it's a very British film, and even though it did well here in the States and has this kind of home market, it is through and through a British film. I think one of my favorite parts of this movie is when Paddington's trying to teach everybody how to speak bear.
Oh yeah. And then the daughter, her skill set allows her to speak bear. It's pretty good.
Oh. Anyways, Jeff, do you recommend this one?
Yeah, absolutely. You'd have to be a cold-hearted cynic not to love Paddington. What's wrong with the world today?
Yeah. It is a film that, I wish there were more of these types of films that came around every so often.
Yeah, I've seen, what was the name? There's a Spielberg movie of a character that's a British character, and I can't remember his name. He's got a dog. Yeah, it's an awful movie.
That's a Spielberg film?
I love Spielberg, but he does have some stinkers. Maybe it's just not for me, but it was a British property that was huge overseas. They made it here, and I can't remember the name. It's this redheaded kid with a dog. I'll find it, but it just wasn't as good as this.
Yeah, no, so, but like, these types of films don't come around all that often. And so when they do, they typically do well, like this. And the movie you're talking about is Jaws.
Oh, that was it. Jaws with the English kid with the red hair and the dog. Thank you. No, it was Adventures of Tintin.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Awful movie.
Was that Spielberg didn't direct that, did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, I thought that was
along with Peter Jackson.
Yeah, I thought
Peter Jackson didn't direct it. He doesn't have a credit, but like Edgar Wright was, like Stephen Moffat from Doctor Who fame was a writer. Edgar Wright, who I love both of them, but it just, for me, didn't work.
Did Eric like it?
Yeah, he liked it more than I did.
He did the BFG. Ugh.
Oh,
I hated
horrible.
That one. Yeah, I hated that.
That
one.
movie is one of his worst. Like, it's probably his second worst film.
He's got a new one coming out this summer, Disclosure Day.
Oh my God, it looks good.
Yeah,
it looks so good. Very excited.
Yeah,
listen, I love all, like, 75 to 80% of Spielberg movies are fantastic, up to legendary tier. But no one bats 1,000, except for maybe Tarantino, which is weird.
And I love the fact that You're now a Tarantino fan.
I can't. You watch the movies. You can't now. His early stuff, like the first couple movies, I'm not as big into as other people. Like I still am not a Pulp Fiction fan. Reservoir Dogs, I get the appeal, but it still is not for me. But then basically, once you get to Jackie Brown and beyond, all that shit is good.
Yeah, see, I'm not a Jackie Brown fan.
See, that's it. There are two. I find that that's the case. Like it's like Pepsi and Coke when it comes to Tarantino, where either you like that early stuff or like I know a lot of Tarantino fans that think Jackie Brown's one of the least appealing ones. Where it's one of my favorites. I mean, my favorite is Django, and then probably Jackie Brown. I did a ranking of it on the other podcast, but yeah, Django is easily his number one film, and to me,
yeah. So anyways, we got off on a tangent there.
Yeah. How do you feel? Do you recommend Paddington?
I do recommend Paddington. It's such an easy watch, and the characters are so good. And for a 2014 film, man, like you said, the
CG looks incredible.
It is fantastic. And you could tell that money was spent on the CG in this film.
Yeah, I think it helps that obviously there's all kinds of other effect shots that we probably don't notice, but the bulk of the effects are going to be on this one character, and they made sure the main character looked and felt real.
Yeah.
And I think, like, you see a picture of him. There's like a picture on the thing with his big doughy eyes, and you just want to cuddle. But he doesn't actually exist. So,
so anyways, should we tell them what the theme is?
I think it's time because I need a week to prepare for next month's theme because I don't know what next month's theme is.
Yeah.
And you're asking me as if I did know, but I don't.
Yeah, you don't know. And I took some time, and I kind of weighed some options for the themes, but I settled on films starring where the main characters are family members. The actors are are actors in this movie. Are family members. A mom and son, a dad and daughter, brothers.
This is a strong theme.
Yeah. And I did my research, and there's quite a bit of films
like this
that we can choose from. But the only caveat is that the main actors, they can't be like some little supporting actor way down the list.
No, I think they can't be like a cameo. Right.
Correct.
But they could be, because finding a movie that's like a two-hander with just the two. So I think of what's that one? There's the one movie that has both the Wilson brothers in it, and but they're not. I don't know who them, but they're part of that family. The Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah.
I think that's okay. I'm not picking that, but
yeah. Yes, that would be right. If it's an ensemble film, then yeah.
Well, because I'm thinking Van Damme's son is in a lot of movies.
Oh
with
God,
him.
Fucking shit!
You didn't know that, did you?
No, no, but it can't be like hey, that was Van Damme's son, and he's never in the movie again.
No, he's like a cop, and I'm not. I can't promise, but I'm not planning on picking any Van Damme films. But that's the first. I always default to how do I get Van Damme in this?
I know. But yeah, so there. So for April, we're gonna watch Family Matters Month, and
we're not watching movies starring actors from the show Family Matters.
Oh no,
okay.
I don't think that would be a very strong catalog, but other than the Die Hard films, but yeah. So we're gonna watch movies where the main characters are in the same family in real life. So.
Are you gonna do? I guess you don't have to answer this, but are you gonna pick a Andy Sandler movie?
I could. It was on the one of the film's families on the list. that, know, you've got the Hemsworth brothers that have appeared in films together.
Do married couples count?
No.
Okay.
That's too easy. It's too easy.
Okay.
I mean, Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. I mean, we've watched those movies, but
right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they have to be blood related.
And I think we can one family per film. Like, we can't just do Jaden Smith movies.
Oh. Yeah, Will Smith and Jaden Smith, the entire guy. You do an entire month based on that. But yeah, no, they have to be blood related, and one off will 4 different families across the month, which is April of 5.
Yeah, this is going to be
5-weeker.
Ooh,
April is a 5-weeker, so we'll have to.
So we need to mutually decide on a film. Man, everything I'm looking through is just all husband and wife. I don't want that. All right, I'll have to do some research. Yeah. There's obviously some famous acting families.
Oh yeah. And what I discovered when I was researching this theme is that there are quite a bit of like mom and son or dad and daughter that they don't. They're mom and dad by blood, but they don't share the same last name. So for Hollywood,
I think that should count because because Dakota Johnson and what's her mom's name? Tippi Hedren's her grandma, and her mom is Meredith. No.
Dakota Johnson is what's his face's daughter, Miami Vice guy.
Yeah, but also her mom is. Hold on, yeah, she was in Body Double. You'll Melanie Griffith. Is her mom.
Yeah. But yeah, so like, I mean, they may not share the same last Hollywood name, but they're related. So yeah. So join us next week as we watch Paddington 2.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And
I'm so excited.
And we'll draft for that theme. But what also gets me excited is when you hit the subscribe button when it pops up, if you're watching here on the YouTube channel. And if you're not watching on the YouTube channel, you're just listening on your favorite podcast app. You can find us at Movie Draft House for all your social media needs. We're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube. So give us a like, follow, and a subscribe. Jeff, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on the worldwide internet. My other podcast is called Chronologically. You can find that at chronologically.net. And that's it. That's good enough for now.
Yeah. Jeff, any last words?
Van Damme?